There was an old, dried-up well outside the village. People said that at night, someone could be heard crying from inside it. But nobody ever dared to go and see for themselves, except Anshu. Anshu was deeply fascinated by paranormal things. One night, he went to the well all alone, carrying only his camera. The well was pitch black, as if it had no bottom at all. Just a hollow mouth of darkness staring back at him. Anshu switched on his camera and said, "If there's any spirit here, give me a sign." Suddenly, a cold gust of wind passed behind him. The camera screen glitched, static crackled, a white smoky blur appeared, and then a face. But when Anshu turned around, no one was there. He bent forward and looked inside the well. In the next moment, something grabbed his legs with force, and he fell into the darkness. That's where the real horror began. Anshu's breath was fading. As his body grew colder, time seemed to slow down. After his final breath, he felt something strange. His body was lying below, but his eyes were watching it from outside. He tried to stand, and he did, but it wasn't his body that stood up. It was his spirit. He tried to scream, but no sound came out. In the cold air, he saw shadows lurking deep inside the well. They looked like humans, but had no faces. Where their mouths should be, there were dark, hollow gaps, and instead of eyes, swirling smoke. One shadow came close and whispered, "When someone dies in fear, their fear turns them into a ghost." "But why am I trapped here?" Anshu asked, but his voice dissolved into the air as nothing but a tremor. The shadow replied, "After death, every soul chooses between two paths. Either it lets go of its fear and moves on, or its fear binds it here forever. And then it wanders the place where its last scream was swallowed." Anshu's heart, or whatever was left, began to pound faster. He remembered his last thought before falling. "I hope nothing grabs me in the dark." And now the darkness had grabbed him. The shadows surrounded him and said, "Now you will stay with us. You will call out to those who come near this well at night, just like we called out to you." The next morning, villagers found Anshu's camera inside the well. The last scene in the footage was this. From deep inside the well, a figure with glowing blue eyes lifted the camera and stared directly into it. And then the screen turned black. They say that even today, anyone who goes near that well hears Anshu's voice, "Come closer, I need to tell you the truth." And when someone steps a little closer, something starts pulling them down, because spirits who die in fear never want to be alone. Anshu turned angrily toward the shadows. His eyes shifted from deep blue to blood red. He roared, "No one will take my brother. Arav, come down!" Before Arav could even move a single step, Anshu's dark shadow lunged toward him. 6. The choice of fate. The well was shaking violently. The wind grew louder, stopping and bursting again like thunder. The shadows pushed Arav backward. "Run away, or you'll become like us." But Arav screamed, "I won't leave my brother behind." Anshu's shadow was rushing toward him. His eyes were burning with light. His fingers had turned into claws. Suddenly, Arav stood at the very edge of the well.